what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Today, talking about probably the most obscure legendary in the game. Maybe the weirdest legendary in the game. Definitely a champion worth a second look. He's not OP. He's not trash. He's somewhere niche in the middle. I don't know. You guys can be the judge after today's guide. And it's none other than Spirit Affinity Shadowkin champion, somewhat relatively new, and it's Gamuran. So Gamuran, aesthetically, this dude looks pretty cool. I mean, his profile pic here, his avatar, is a bit scary, spooky. Yeah, I would say so. He's got the he's really showing the teeth in the picture. I guess he is too when you zoom in here. But overall, he looks kind of like, to me, he looks kind of like Jafar from Aladdin, only without the red and black cloak. You know, he's got that kind of look about him with the scepter and whatnot. Anyway, maybe an undead version. So today, why is this dude so obscure? Why is he? Let me try to do my best kind of sell job to you guys on why this dude is the most unique legendary. And if you disagree, I want to hear who would you put as the most unique or kind of obscure legendary in the game. Block active skills. This dude doesn't have just one, not two, but 3 abilities that nobody else in the game has. That's pretty dang obscure. On his Thief of Blood A2, attacks all enemies, a chance of stealing, 100% chance of stealing a random buff when booked on 3-turn cooldown. That's cool, whatever. A lot of champions have that ability, but after stealing, this is the only champion that applies a buff spread effect, taking a random buff from this champion and placing it on all allies. The first thing you're probably going to be thinking of, guys, is, whoa, we could steal Stone Skin in the arena. We could steal it and then spread it onto all of our allies. Well, really, as annoying as it is, it doesn't work with Stone Skin. This ability works with any buff in the game, but it will not spread Stone Skin. Will not spread Stone Skin, so that really, really sucks. Won't steal Stone Skin either, right? Won't steal or spread Stone Skin, so that takes a potential massive use case off the table for this champion. I tried it, you know, several times testing for this video. Did not work anytime, any configuration, so I'm not going to show you guys, but just, you know, take that for what it's worth. Either way, still a pretty cool ability to have. You steal a buff, then you spread it to your allies. Now, the downside of this ability is if you steal a buff that everybody already has. Let's just say Arbiter goes first on your team. She places increased attack, and then Arbiter goes on the other opponent's team. They have increased attack. You could steal that increased attack, aka nothing really happens, and then you spread it. Or you could steal something better. You could steal like a shield buff or something, and then you spread the increased attack because it's at random, and you already have it. So it's kind of redundant in that regard. So it sounds amazing, but the actual setup isn't quite as easy because of the unpredictable nature of it being a random buff. Not like you can select the buff or anything like that. But that's just unique item number 1. Unique item number 2 is going to be Dread Invocation. So, can target dead or living enemies. If you target a dead enemy, it places a block revive on them. So you can target a dead enemy and place a block revive. That is very interesting, certainly very unique. Then attacks all enemies. It will deal 20% of the target's max HP. If it's a boss's minion, it's 20% of this champion's max HP. This attack cannot be critical and will ignore 100% of target's defense and shield buffs. It doesn't do a lot of damage because most champions, I mean, think about it, 20% of their max HP. A lot of champions have, I don't know, 50k HP on kind of the average high side. That's 10k damage, nothing to write home about. It will ignore defense, which is nice, so it will be like 10k raw damage, but again, it's not going to be anything, you know, crazy. If the target is alive, it places True Fear that cannot be resisted on the enemy for 2 turns, and then heals all allies 20% of the target's max HP. Now, a much better heal, and this guy can actually put out some really solid healing numbers for your team. Okay, so that's his second unique ability. Soul Charge's passive is his third unique ability. On a 1-turn cooldown, the passive revives a random ally with 30% HP, 30% turn meter each time an enemy is killed. Well, that's cool. If the enemy dies from poison, HP burn, bombs, or reflect damage, it will not work, which is an unfortunate qualifier on this passive, but still a unique passive nonetheless. Just every single turn that this champion takes, it resets, revive 1 random ally every time an enemy is killed. So definitely A very, very interesting kit. They're finding ways with all these new champions. They keep adding to the game. I feel like there's another batch of 20 champions every time I look in this game.
I bring her a dead bird, she throws it out. I bring her a dead mouse, right in the garbage. There's nothing I do good enough for you, mother!
You know, they're unique at least. You know, a lot of the legendaries are bringing something new to the table, which I absolutely love. So for Masteries, guys, we went down War Master, picked up as a tier 6 option, just get a little bit of damage out of this champion against bosses especially. And then we went support tree. Nothing wrong with going defense tree as well on this champion. Nothing wrong with going with the healing Masteries if you don't need the accuracy as well. Remember, he does have a heal on the A3. I went down and picked up Master Hexer and Sniper for tier 5. It's only really going to be applicable on the A1 though, which he has block active skills. It will bring it from a 50 to a 55% land rate there. Also, as an alternative, guys, if you're trying to use him just in the arena to steal those buffs, apply, even the True Fear cannot be resisted, so I guess just the stealing of buffs, you can go with Eagle Eye Mastery, or you can go with Timely Intervention as well. Increases champion's turn meter by 20% whenever an ally hero drops below 25%. So a few options, guys, in terms of how to build this champion. Now we're going with immunity set on this champion for one main reason, right? So on this A2 ability, right, this buff spread, even if, what if the enemy team doesn't have any buffs, right? What if you open up with this A2 ability, and then, you know, you do a little bit of damage, steal a buff, but there's no buffs. So who cares? And there's no buff spread. Buff spread will take place even if you don't steal a buff from the enemy team. So if you have him in immunity set, well, he's going to be spreading that immunity to everybody on your team, regardless of whether or not the enemy team has any buffs up, okay? So your guaranteed value, at least in the arena, when you have an immunity set on this champion, of course, it's not imperative. You can go perception on this champion, or you can just go with, you know, speed gear and whatnot. In terms of the total stats, I have him built out pretty fast. I tried him with kind of a nuclear build, just to see what kind of damage he could put out. He has an AoE on his A2, but yeah, it's not much, man. This guy is not a damage dealer per se, so I'm not even super concerned, excuse me, with the crit rate and crit damage of this champion. It's more all about the accuracy and about the speed, and of course based on his HP if it's a boss's minion, so you want his HP to be pretty decent as well. That's the heal and the damage, both based on his max HP. So you know, prioritize HP, speed, and essentially accuracy. I could stand to gain some accuracy if I'm mainly just focused in the arena, so we have a little bit of an all-around build today. We have HP on the banner. Of course, I could swap this out, excuse me, with accuracy if you wanted to go ahead and use him in the arena. Defense with accuracy sub rolls. We got HP, some sustainability. I went defense here because of the double accuracy roll, but in a perfect world, I'd probably just go HP as well on the amulet. We went speed on the boots. No doubt we went accuracy on the chest. You could go HP percentage on the chest as well, especially if you're using him in PvE areas. And then we have HP percentage on the gauntlets. We're just looking for, again, speed, HP, basically. Speed, a little bit of crit rate too. Speed, accuracy on the substats here. So, Gamuran, is this dude any good, right? Faction Wars can certainly help you guys out. Can definitely be used in Faction Wars. I would give him a 5 in Faction Wars. Just a nice kind of healer support champion. Stealing buffs and applying the buff spread is all incredibly useful in Faction Wars. Ice Golem Peak, I'll give him a 5. Again, he can target the dead minions of the Ice Golem, which you're going to see in just a moment here, and prevent them from being revived. Arena Offense, I will give him a... I don't know. I guess I'll give him a...
Yes! 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 Yes!
A 4. He's good.
No! No! No!
I feel like good is a 4.
Yes!
I feel like 3 is an average. Flawed review system here. I'll give him a 4, but it's really a 3.5 or so. Arena defense, same thing. I do think he's better on a go second team, definitely in the arena, right? Putting him as part of a speed team, I just feel like there's so many other champions that do just bring more to the table than he does on a go first team. On a go second team, though, well, we'll try him out and you guys will see what he can bring to the table. Everywhere else in the game, including most of the Doom Tower areas, I wouldn't say he's really a standout champion. Of course, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you guys can think of any use cases, or if you see anybody else in the comments who has good ideas on this champion, let me know. But I tried him pretty much everywhere in preparation for today's video, and he didn't incredibly impress me, I'm sad to say, anywhere in the game outside of, again, kind of interesting go second team roles. What I'm going to do here, guys, is refresh the list. I'm going to make an arena team, and we will be right back. All right, guys, so here we are in the arena. Let's try to find some go first teams to go against here. Let's start out with this squad. We have Roto Siffi, we have Vogoth, and we have Gamuran on a go second composition. I tell you what, it would be nice to have a shield champion on this team as well. He will auto into his A3 as his first move, which really sucks because, well, for obvious reasons, right? We'd rather use that only when an enemy is dead. Like, for example, right now. Well, we wouldn't use it right now, I guess. So let's kill, there we go, Kaimar. Come back around, pick him up here. He will have a full turn meter thanks to Siffi's revival, so let's just go ahead and... So, we can block revive, but who cares about blocking revive when, you know...
It's really cute.
When there's no reviver left on the squad. So all we have right now is to, the only option, excuse me, is to put a 2-turn True Fear on Madame Ceres, and that is going to be able to take the team down. And you guys can already see there, sure, we pick up the victory. Sure, they have a OP nuker, a pretty solid arena, go first arena team. However, you're already starting to see maybe the savvy viewers out there that it's not, his kit doesn't work quite as good as it sounds, you know? Because again, you picture this team on defense. I mean, he's going to go right in there with a True Fear A3. That's going to be his default, you know, ability. Even if you go in there with AI Customizer and change it to the A2 ability, sure, that's great. But then he's immediately going to use that A3 when you want him to use it on a dead. You know, you want to block revive with that ability in a lot of cases, especially if you're going against 2 revivers, and he's just not going to have the ability off cooldown to be able to do so. So anyway, guys, we do have the A2 coming in here, and you're going to see, watch all the buffs on my squad right now. The problem is what are we going to steal here, you know? The shield? We do steal and spread the shield, so there it goes. So it worked out there. It worked out. Let's take down Warlord, because boy do we hate him. And we don't take him down. So Cardiel comes in with an ally attack, barely touches us. We are going to have to deal with Warlord putting our skills on cooldown in just a moment here. And this is going to be a longer battle, I think. Let's see, unless we can kill him right now. Ah! Nope. It's going to be a longer battle. I can't put sleep on anybody here. Yeah. But let's see if we can walk away with a victory, though. And again, so what do you guys think so far? What do you think of Gamuran in the arena? To me, it's just like, dude, if he could steal or spread Stone Skin, you put him in the Stone Skin artifact set, 4-piece. He has the buff for 1 turn. You make him really fast if you can. He comes in there. He spreads immediately, you know, going against other go-first teams. It could be a really compelling kind of offering. And that was the first thing that I thought of. That was what I wanted this video to be, honestly. I was like, Stone Skin Gamuran is unbelievable. But it's not the case. Because having Stone Skin, 85% damage mitigation on a go-second team on every single one of your champions, well, that's nasty. That's like nasty, right? So that was his A3 that he used there, I believe. So far, we're still alive. Clinging on to life here. We get a block revive on Gamuran. So now it's down to 2. But Rotos is back up here. I like our shot. I like our chances. 1 down. And you can see that really, I hate to be a hater on champion I'm doing guide on because he's a really cool champion, right? And I'm going to show you him and Ice Golem right now as well. But it just feels like this team is working almost despite him. A little bit of it, right? Swift parry on Foley. That's annoying. Swift parry on teams with Cardiel with the revive on death that cannot be removed is a real pain. Like, this team is tough to kill, but we will kill them. We will do it. Foley, stop it, man. Just stop it. But you're seeing that, again, I mean, this is almost like a 3-champion squad here. He didn't really do that much. Helped out a little bit in the beginning. But that is him in the arena. Definitely a compelling use case, excuse me, to go on a tag team arena team. Or if you guys just want to have some fun with a champion who's certainly very unique. Let me go ahead and show you a quick Ice Golem run with this champion before we call it a video here, guys. Let me know what your thoughts on this champion is so far. So this is the team that I usually run on stage 25 of Ice Golem. What I do is I turn Seer's Karma Burn ability ability off on the third wave. That way the rest of the team can stay alive and Ninja can just DPS down the Ice Golem. But what I'm going to do on this case, I still want to have... The only problem is with Bad Alcazar on the team, keep in mind, his passive revive will not work if an enemy dies to poison. So, I'm going to take Ninja out, and that's going to allow Seer to use her Karma Burn against the boss. And we will see if we can get Seer to kill. That way you guys can, we can demonstrate all 3 of his unique abilities against the minions of the Ice Golem here. So we'll come in here, spread one of those buffs, I think. Come in, do the same thing on the second wave, and you'll see him in action against the Ice Golem himself. I'm not even sure if this team is going to, truthfully, is going to beat the Ice Golem, just because there's not a lot of support on the squad, right? So here we go. Let's just, whatever. Let's go in here. Extra turn there. Let's come in. We're going to save that A3 ability. I could have used it on the left minion there, my bad. Let's block active skills. Let's go against this dude. Let's come back in here. More poison, more continuous heals. And again, I do not want to use block active skills on the left guard there. Here we go. Let's just do a little bit of DPS to the actual Fire Knight. Ash, come on, bro.
Do I look hot to you?
Always.
Ice Golem, bro. What other use cases do you think? I don't think I want to use, frankly, I don't think I want to use the, don't think I want to use the Karma Burn right before he goes with an AoE attack, right? Rather him go first, and then we go. Come on, Ice Golem. Come on. There we go. All right, so we lose Seer anyway. So now, at this point in the battle, we're going to have to rely on the rest of the team to DPS down these minions. And again, you know, he goes in with the A3 right there. You can see it was negligible damage. It was like not... I shouldn't say negligible. It's just not much, right? So we come in here. We do have Lydia on the squad, so we will be able to pick Seer back up eventually. All right, let's see. He still has 2 turns on that. And you guys are starting to see already, I could probably have done a much better job at picking a, you know, picking a team, but you guys can see. So, check this out. That was the block revive from Lydia. Now, if Seer had been dead at that point... Ooh, this might come down to it here. Let's see. Can Bad Alcazar finish off the Ice Golem? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think so. I think so. Bad Alcazar gets it done. So Gamuran puts out, you know, a little bit of healing, a little bit of damage. What do you guys think? It didn't show you any of his use cases there. I'm almost tempted to just cut that match and run it again, but I think that speed, crit rate, accuracy, I think we'll keep that and roll it up. You know, instant artifact roll. You know, what other ways do you think you can use this champion, guys? He's cool, but I feel like he still needs a bit of a buff. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care, guys.